Steph, why you always trying to call me out, Steph? Why you always trying to call me out, Steph? What's up, y'all? Welcome to Summer's Room. I am your host with the mostest, Summer's Room. Sorry, I am a little tardy to the party. I'm a little tardy to the party. Thank you guys for tuning in, though. What's up to the replay watchers? If you're catching this live after it has ended and you are catching the replay, don't forget to put hashtag replay in the comments. And let me say thank you very much for supporting the channel. I truly do appreciate each and every one of you. Hey Tracy, how you doing, love? How you doing, love? Oh my God, I went and got a McChicken sandwich, and I guess my stomach, my Ozempic stomach, did not like it. It said absolutely not. It made me feel so nauseous. Maybe I ate it too fast. I don't know, but I almost had to pull over. Hey Celine. Hey Danielle. This is not a replay. We are live, Danielle. We are live, Danielle. Hey Desiree Boo. What's up, Facebookers? How y'all doing? Y'all know how we do. We over here on YouTube. I'm doing well, Tracy. Thank you so much for asking. Yes, we live, baby. We live. She said, I see now. For those who are over on YouTube, I seen it with some comments before I went live. I'm playing around with something, trying to figure out how to work on lining up my audio and video. I want to create a whole little situation. Like, you know how when you got about to tune in for your favorite show, you got your little trailer or whatnot. So I'm trying to figure some stuff out and playing around on YouTube, playing around in my studio. You missed me on Facebook. I'll be on Facebook for a little bit, but not too much. Hey, Jamie Boo. So for those who was on YouTube, Jamie, I saw you in the comments, and I think I seen Dawn Marie. Did y'all see a trailer when y'all were waiting for me to come on? Were y'all watching the trailer? It was an old clip. That was old. That is not new. That clip gotta be, I don't know how old that clip is. Couple of months, maybe a year. You said no trailer, Jamie? Jamie, but you wrote in the comments who spoke on autistic kids. So you had to have seen it. What made you write who spoke on autistic kids? Steph, you ain't see nothing? Just a header, that's all. Well, what made you just a header? What made you say who spoke on autistic kids? Y'all didn't see a video playing? Where Dawn Marie at? When I went to YouTube, I saw the actual video when I clicked in. You was responding to Dawn Marie's comment? Yeah, I saw Dawn Marie. When I clicked into the YouTube, I was able to watch a video. Like before I went live, I had watched a video. Hey, Ashley, you didn't see a video? Hey, Shannon. Steph, go get Dawn Marie so I can see if she saw the video. I wonder why you couldn't see it, Jamie. Hey, Layla. You know what? I went to go. How is the belly doing? I went to go. Did I miss anything? No, Dawn Marie. We just getting on. Dawn Marie, when you popped on earlier before I went live, did you see an old video playing? I wonder why Jamie didn't see it. Let's see if Dawn Marie saw it. I went back to Jack's live to go see if I could find something in the comments, and I saw you say, "Where's Summer's roommate?" I was over on YouTube, baby girl. Hey, Cupcake Boo, how you doing, love? Thank you so much, Shannon, Cupcake, and I know Steph. Thank you so much for being members of my YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all for supporting me the way that y'all do. If you are over on Facebook, please hit that share button, share me out to your favorite groups, tag a friend, bring them in. Please feel free to drop your @followers, your @highlights. Let your folks know that we are live. We're gonna be talking about some stuff in just a minute, but I'm gonna give people a minute or two to come on in. It wasn't playing. Yeah, I saw a clip of someone's live with the TEC. So Dawn Marie, you saw. I wonder why everybody else couldn't see it, because it should have played like when you clicked into the live. I wonder why some saw it and some didn't. That's interesting. Because when I clicked into the YouTube, I definitely the trailer played for me each time I came in. It played for me each time I came in. So I wonder why it didn't play for everybody. That's interesting. That's very weird. Maybe if y'all catch a replay, y'all see it. I don't know. I've been sick and in pain. Think I'm going to have preeclampsia with this pregnancy. I'll know more on Monday, my next appointment. My BP has been 191 over 100. Oh my goodness. You even clicked out and came back in? I wonder, maybe everybody can't see it, but that would be strange because if it's a trailer, everybody should see it. If you're over on Facebook, please hit that share button. Please don't be afraid to drop your @followers or @highlights if you are not going to utilize them yourselves today. Because we finna get into some little dialogue for show. Matter of fact, hold tight. Let me see something. Stay tuned to summer. Can y'all hear me? Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. What's up, Jennifer? Yes, we lost sound. I went to go share me out on Facebook. Dust Bunny said they mouths need to be put on a curb. Oh my gosh. We did for a second. Yes. No, you going in and out. Can y'all hear me now? I had went to go share myself. I'm sorry, y'all. If you are tuning in on Facebook, come on over to YouTube. Let me see if I got the link for y'all. And I don't. Let me get the link. For y'all. Boom. Let me drop that. Can y'all still hear me? Mic check, mic check. All right, y'all, we finna get into it. So if you over on Facebook, I dropped the link for y'all to come over to YouTube. You could click the link, it should bring you right over. And if that does not work, you could type in Summer's Room, all one word, into the search bar on YouTube, and it should bring you right to my page. I have the same logo, same name, same everything. Okay. What's up, Jennifer Cook? How y'all feeling today? Layla, I hope that when you go to your doctor's appointment that your blood pressure has come down and that you have a perfectly healthy pregnancy and that you do not have preeclampsia, and that you have smooth selling from this point out, okay? We do not want preeclampsia at all. Y'all make sure y'all say a prayer for Layla and her baby bump so that they are safe and sound and she has a safe and healthy bundle of joy when she goes into a delivery. Now, how many of y'all caught the TEC panels live? How many of y'all caught the TEC panels live? Before we get into it, I want to see how many of y'all saw it. I should have took a clip so I could have played it for y'all. Hey, Miss Antoinette. I should have took a clip so I could have played it for y'all. Because I think that is the most... Sorry if I'm chewing in y'all ear. I think that is the longest I've sat on one of their lives in a very, very long time. I was there for pretty much the entirety. That sound like Jenny. 3P is Jenny. I don't typically watch them either, Ashley, but I had to because of it was a trickling effect from my girl Jack Feck Live. I was watching it with Jack and Lisa and K-Bay. Nacha was watching it with Jack, Lisa, and K-Bay. I did go over to Lisa's live, and then I left because they was boring me. A child. 3P isn't Jenny. It sounds like her. It sounds like her. That's not Jenny. It sounds just like her. I swear it was Jenny. Not me. I don't watch Facebook no more except you, May, and maybe sometimes our people in our chat. I don't know how y'all can watch them. I don't typically watch them because they normally get on my nerves. But I had to because it was a direct situation from Jack Live. Hey, Toya Boo. I have been trying to figure out what's been going on. I listened to Jack this morning, but I lost it. Well, maybe I could fill you in a little bit about the situation with the TEC because we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. Her name is Kativia or something like that. Yeah, I heard her say the name. Hey, Danielle. I heard her say the name, but 3P sounds just like Jenny to me. Y'all don't think she sound like Jenny? Y'all don't think she sound like Jenny? When you hear her voice, Jamie, it don't remind you of Jenny? It definitely reminds me of Jenny. I mean, it could not be her, but that's who it sounds like to me. Hey, Smile Through the Tears. I did not watch Shalee's live to know what Shalee said. I have no idea what Shalee said. I'm lying. I went over to catch the part where Keisha got on the panel because Yaya mentioned Keisha being on Shalee panel. So I thought that maybe Keisha had said something that was like private info or something. But the part that I watched, I didn't hear anything. Now, I didn't watch that live in totality. I only watched it was maybe like a 10-minute, 15-minute clip of Keisha talking when she first got on a panel. So, nah, that's not Jenny. No, she said her name, and I swear I've seen that name over in Room 21 group. I don't know, y'all. I mean, y'all could be right. It sounds like Jenny to me, though. Sound spot on for Jenny to me. Nope, Toya. Go check it out. Go listen to it again and let me know. I could be wrong. Absolutely, but I definitely thought that was Jenny. I heard her say Kativia or something like that. So maybe they just sound similar to me. But it definitely sound like Jenny. But I could be wrong. Someone said Jenny mom is really sick and that's why she's been gone. I haven't seen her on in a long time. Yeah, she ain't been on, and she pop on like every once in a blue here and there. But I mean, you know, y'all could be right. All right, Facebook, I'm finna drop y'all off. So if you want to enjoy the dialogue, come on over to YouTube. I'm gonna drop the link for y'all one more again for the YouTube, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get out of here. I heard someone with the New York accident in the clip Summer had on. That was an old clip. Dawn Marie, grab y'all drinks and grab y'all snacks, and we gonna go ahead and get into it, y'all.
Nice. The tea is coming soon. We got the tea. If you at home or on the move, but you gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. Summer's room. The tea is coming soon. We got the tea. If you at home or on the move, but But you gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. Summer's Room.
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
What's up, y'all? And we back like we never left. But you gotta stay tuned to Summer's Room. The tea is coming soon. Oh, whether you're at home or on the move. But you gotta stay tuned to Summer's Room. And y'all know it, because we're finna get into the tea. But before we do that, if y'all like that little jingle of mine, y'all better go holler at Dice and Cats. Cats is her wife. Dice is the one that does the music and the production. If you inbox this page right here, Cats is going to answer your inbox and she's going to get you right where you need to be. But make sure you tell them that Summer's Room sent you, okay? Make sure y'all tell them that Summer's Room sent you, because y'all be jamming off that jingle. Okay? Okay? And we do. You ain't missing nothing, she devil. We finna get into the tea right now. Meetings? What kind of meetings? Who going to a meeting? Hey, she devil. Who went to a meeting? My appointment is Monday, so we see, but I'm having some. Oh, she's talking to Toya. All right, y'all. So, for those of y'all who might be a little bit confused about what's been going on, I'm gonna have that song in my head the rest of the day, as you should. And when people say, "What's Summer's Room?" say, "That's my girl on Facebook and YouTube. Go follow her, cause she got the TTT." So, TEC had disappeared off of social media for a little bit, right? I forget who, I don't know if it was my subscribers group that told me or if my group chat that mentioned it, because I don't watch them typically at all. And I don't know if it was a conversation I was having like with my homies or if it was in my subscribers chat. I can't remember, but something came up like, "Hey, have y'all been seeing TEC? Have they been going live?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't watch them, so I'm not sure." And somebody had mentioned that YAYA had put a post up or something like that about saying that they were taking a 2-week break. They were going on vacation or something or another. Right after May and Kat did that live where they made up, boom. You know, stuff bring people out the woodworks. You know what I'm saying? Right after May and Kat did they live and made up, the TEC made an appearance. But the only people that was on the panel was YAYA and 3Pete, her moderator. I thought that the girl sounded like Jenny, but people saying that that's not Jenny. So I don't know. And YAYA had made a public announcement that she was no longer doing panels. She was cool off that, you know, it was just going to be her. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Miss Antoinette. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for supporting me. Yes, thank you. She made an announcement she wasn't going to be doing panels anymore. And she said some stuff along the lines like, you got to be careful who you sit with. And, you know, how she sit back and she just observe some things. And she still was going to be doing her podcast, but it just was going to be her. It was no more panel, just her. For whatever reason, her moderators sit on the panel with her. I don't understand why. I mean, that's her page. She can run it how she wants to, but usually moderators don't sit on a panel with you. Normally, they just are in the comment section moderating, okay? So, she made a bunch of statements and made it seem like her panelists were problems and she was done with it. She was just tired of like the foolery and like how people was moving was affecting her negatively, and how her Empire's Crumble page was back in jail and her YouTube channel had been compromised. If my background is a little bit noisy, y'all, I'm sitting outside by the lake, so forgive me. So she decided to come live and publicize that her panel had fallen apart again, right? And so, of course, some people was going to have some stuff to say. So I don't know if Chalet went live first. I think so. I think Chalet panel went live, and I guess they discussed their panel. And then Keisha had got up there and she was just kind of from what I heard from what Keisha said, she was just kind of going over some of the stuff that had happened, like with the lady Pam and stuff like that. I didn't hear her say anything new or anything like that we didn't know about already. But again, I did not watch that entire live, so I don't know if anything else came out of Keisha's mouth that I missed, okay? Then my girl Jack Fact did a live, and she talked about it, and she pointed some stuff out about some things that YAYA said, and how it was a repeated behavior. A couple of people had mentioned how like this is a repeat behavior, and how like people that she sit with just don't seem to last. It always seems to be some type of problem or whatever. She was waiting for everyone to come in the building, all 10 of the smile through the tears. Stop it, girl. Stop it. Jack just kind of went over some stuff. She brought up the whole drug history stuff with Pam and stuff like that. She brought up, some people had mentioned like because we was trying to get Downtime, well, not really trying to get her, but she was being talked about. So Jack was like, y'all could go tag her, let her know we over here talking about it. She more than welcome to come over here. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. I actually inboxed Downtime on Instagram, like, come on over to the live. And it wasn't that we were trying to recruit Downtime or anything like that. It was that since she was a topic of discussion and everybody put together that it was Downtime that was an issue, we were talking about it. So if she wanted to chime in and kind of say her part, then she could have. And plus someone had mentioned that YAYA allegedly had threatened her, so she wasn't going to come live and go say nothing because I guess people are scared of YAYA or whatever. I don't know. For whatever reason. You doll, my comment, huh? I love you, Summer is a hater. What? Yeah, I heard that as well. Yeah, I'm sitting by the lake. So, I love sitting by bodies of water. Like, it's so calming and relaxing. So after Jack did her live and she, she gave her perspective and her speculation and people were chiming in. From my understanding, someone in the comment section, because YAYA mentioned this, actually 3P, not Jenny, mentioned that someone in the comments said that she thinks that Downtime had an issue with one of the moderators. I don't know, because I say that, Dawn Marie, because when I was listening, I had listened to Lisa panel for a little bit, but I ended up leaving because they ain't really keep my interest. One of the girls on the panel, I forget if it was, I forget her name. What is her name? Not Empire. What is her name? I can't think of her name. But one of the people on Lisa panel was like alluding to some information, but wouldn't come out and just say it. And I'm like, why people won't just speak like from their experience or like what they know? It's like they scared to speak up. It's like they afraid of YAYA. That's how it comes off to me, because I'm like, if y'all having a conversation or a discussion, then just say what you're going to say. Because if you're not going to say it, why even bring it up? Like, why allude to anything and keep people in suspense? Like, you might as well have kept it to yourself. That's how I feel. Exquisite. Yes, it was exquisite. And I was just like, are they like, y'all putting fear in their hearts out here in this Facebook streets? Like, goodness. So I thought that was a little whatever. So after Jack's live and after Lisa panel and they actually went live during Lisa's panel, and after Chalet's live, YAYA and 3P went live to clear some stuff up. Now, I'm not really sure why they felt they needed to clear anything up, right? Because people gonna talk. You bring something public and people gonna talk. And 3P mentioned on that live, like, I don't know why y'all feel the need to talk about anything or speculate about anything or give y'all opinions or try to spin it or create narratives. And I was flabbergasted by her statements, because that's exactly what your panel does. That's exactly what YAYA does. And she says, if you come on here and you talk about it in this public, we gonna talk about it. So I was like, what do you mean why people talking about it? Because YAYA came on here and blasted that it was an issue with her panel and her people. And so, of course, people going to talk about it because of the type of reputation that she has for her panel and the dislike that people have for her. So, of course, people going to talk about it. and talk about it ever so boldly and bluntly. So I was like, what do you mean? Like, that's exactly what the panel that you moderate for does. Talk about, I don't know why people feel the need, because your boss came on here and put it out for social media to know about, because we wouldn't know about anything unless y'all tell us, right? And Yaya told us, so people talked about it. So I was very confused on why they felt the need to come live and talk about Downtime shortcomings, because that's exactly what they did. I have no clue, Mel. So Downtime had a problem with 3P because she felt, hold on, Lady Night, hold on. So they go live and they spill the beans on what the actual issue was because of what other panels talked about and speculated about. So in so doing that, they didn't just come live and say, no, what people are speculating about is not true, and we're not finna address nothing, because what happened behind the scenes with me and my friend, what happened behind the scenes with someone who I call my sister, what happened behind the scenes with somebody who I said I love, what happened behind the scenes with somebody who I said I stand 10 toes down for, what happened between us ain't none of y'all business. But instead of her holding that stance, she decided to come out and just air it all out about the issues that they were having behind the scenes that were private, business or personal. It had nothing to do with us, right? So they go live and 3P put it out there that she confirms that Downtime had an issue with one of the moderators, and the issue was with her. And she pointed out how somebody in the comment section has mentioned that they think that Downtime has an issue with one of the moderators, right? But why did you feel the need to come on here to confirm that? And then 3P speculated like, oh, Downtime must have been talking to somebody, because why would they say that? You know how much, do you know people say almost anything and everything in the comments? Like, people pull stuff out of thin air because they begin to speculate when people feel like it's a problem. They start to just put pieces of the puzzle together themselves, hoping that they strike gold. And what she did was just confirm what nobody really knew was true or not. Because she also mentioned how Jack like skipped over it or didn't like feed into it. Then you should have just left it at that. Why did we need to know that Downtime had an issue with one of y'all moderators? Why did we need to know that Downtime had an issue with communicating? Why did we need to know that Downtime left y'all chats and hung up the phone and all this stuff and throwing tantrums? Why did we need to know the issue with the t-shirts that was ordered and she made it seem like it was a big deal, like they needed to be there, and come to find out she wasn't even home? Why did we need to know that she was missing business meetings? Why did we need to know that she would show up 2 minutes before a live was supposed to happen? Why did we need to know that when she was making posts to announce that y'all were going live on whatever platforms, that she was posting it incorrectly and were confusing people? Why did we as the public need to know what was happening behind the scenes between you and your not only business partner, but your sister, someone who you claim you love and you rocking for? Why did we as a people need to know that? Why do y'all constantly have to blast people on social media? Like, y'all have no boundaries, whether it's your enemy or your friend. Y'all be out here just telling everybody business. And then in the midst of all this, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Y'all had the audacity when she started to talk about the situation to say, I would never come on here and blast her personal information, while sitting on her own panel blasting Downtime's personal information. You sat on a panel and did a live to clear up some stuff and throw your girlfriend under the bus when it was absolutely not necessary. You could have let Jack say whatever she was going to say, speculate on whatever she was going to speculate on. It don't matter. That don't matter. Y'all know the truth. So why did you need to come over here and tell us, go live for over an hour and tell us all y'all issues that was happening behind the scenes? She was like, this is business that I'm telling y'all about, not personal. No, all of it is personal. Whether it was business between y'all or not, that's your friend, and it happened privately. It was private. It was a private situation. And y'all on here mad that people speculating and creating different narratives when you the one that gave the people the information to speculate about. Because had you not come on here and opened your big mouth, we would not know nothing about the panel falling apart. You could have simply came on a live and said, because we all knew that Downtime had started working or something like that. Something happened. I remember one of the lives they were doing, when they did the podcast, something about Downtime having to get off by a certain time because she had stuff that she had to do. She had some type of orientation or something like that the next morning. So I just assumed that she got a job. She could have came on here to protect her sister's privacy, to protect the brokenness of what they were trying to build. She could have just came on here and said, we still moving forward with the podcast and things like that. But, you know, our schedules are different now, so everybody is not available how we thought they were going to be available. So I'm just going to be doing a podcast myself. Y'all may or may not see them come on, you know, when they have time to jump on it and join a dialogue. But it's no longer going to be a group effort because our schedules have changed. And you could have just left it at that, especially with you claiming that you and Downtime don't got no beef. Y'all don't got no beef. Y'all ain't blocked each other. Like, y'all don't have no issues with each other. Y'all still rocking and y'all still rolling. We did not have to know that Downtime behind the scenes act like a 2-year-old child throwing tantrums. We did not have to know any of that. And then on top of that, y'all threw her under the bus with the stuff that y'all were co-signing. She leaving people voicemails and nobody told her to do that. And, you know, her behavior online, you know, and the different things she was doing, and, you know, we co-signing it, but, you know, it might not necessarily be something that we agree with. Why do we need to know that? That's your friend, you rocking and you rolling. Why y'all throwing her under the bus? Why are you talking about your... And then I'm confused about the moderator's position, right? Because you saying she got an issue with the moderator. The moderator is saying she reaching out to Downtime, telling her about some of the posts that she's putting up. It's confusing to people, or could be confusing. Can she go back and edit it, repost it, this, that, and the third? And instead of Downtime doing that, she deleting whole posts and just not doing it, like, at all. She not showing up for business meetings because she's hanging out with her friends. She want to hang out and party. Why do we need to know that? Why do we need to know that she was irresponsible and fumbling the bag over there with y'all? Why is that something that we need to know? Y'all threw her under the bus, but this is your homie. This your friend. It was, and then the girl, y'all saying that that's not Jenny 3P. She didn't even sound like she wanted to be there. It sounded like and this is my perspective. I'm not saying that this is true, Yaya, but the way 3P sounded on that panel when she was talking, telling her part, and even towards the end, she said, I don't even know why we're here. Like pretty much like she don't even want to be doing this. It sounded like she was pushed into a position to come talk about some stuff that she didn't even want to come talk about herself. It didn't sound like she wanted to be on that panel talking about the private issues that y'all had behind the scenes. She very much sound uncomfortable. She very much sound like she was uneasy about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and then y'all talking about how people are really hurt because they don't understand why things are what they are. So the questions I would have asked if I was in the comment section at the time of their live would have been, what is your actual job as a moderator, right? Because while I could understand some of the things she was saying, I was confused about the position of 3P. Are you a moderator? Like, and from my understanding of a moderator, you behind the scenes, you kind of in the comments, you making sure things run smoothly, and this, that, and the third. And Downtime was your boss, right? And so if I went to one boss in a situation where there are two bosses, I went to one boss and I say, hey, and maybe this did happen, but maybe they just didn't get into the details of it on the call, because it definitely sounds like they had some type of business meeting where they were trying to express themselves and clear the air or whatever. But I'm like, if you are the moderator and Downtime is putting up the post in a manner that she wants to put the post up, and you make a suggestion to her and she doesn't follow through with it, why are you pissy about it? And how is that making you do her work? I'm confused about how that's making you do her work. And if it was two bosses and you seeing this stuff, then the second boss should have seen this stuff, or you could have brought it to the attention of the second boss. And Yaya should have had a one-on-one conversation with her business partner. She should have had a one-on-one conversation with her business partner about the post and how things she was putting up was confusing. Hey, sis, you know, I see that, you know, you out here and, you know, you making posts to let everybody know we going live, but sometimes the posts you put up are a little bit confusing. So let's go ahead and maybe we could create like a template or a draft of what our posts need to look like in the future so that people understand where we're going live at. So when we go live for the podcast, we're going live on such and such platform. I don't know why it wouldn't be the same platform each and every time, because that would be confusing to your audience anyway, right? If you're going to go live on Instagram, then that's where you should be going live at every single day. It shouldn't be Instagram today, TikTok tomorrow, and YouTube the next day. That's confusing, especially if it's all the same platform. It's one podcast. It should be in one location so that your people know that's where you're going to be and where to come tune into. Like if you're saying you want to do something professional and you want to have it lined up appropriately, that would be consistency across the board with time and location is key. Right? So YAYA should have stepped in at that point and said, listen, sis, you know, the post when we go live, this is what we're gonna do. Make a uniform post to how it's gonna go up. Boom. Post it like this because in the past you making announcements on TikTok, it's kind of confusing to people about where we're going to be. We got people in the comments a little bit confused about where we're going live at. Why was it the moderator's job to jump in and get flustered and be upset about what Downtime wasn't doing? Because is that your job to be flustered about what your boss is doing? I was very confused about her position, like her position in their business as a moderator. Because if you talking directly to Downtime didn't work, then I would have stopped talking to Downtime directly and I would have went to YAYA. And then it would have been up to YAYA and Downtime to come up with and this is me assuming because I don't know how their business is laid out, but I'm thinking like if you saying she a moderator, right? She is not a co-partner. She is not a part of the production team or anything like that. She's a moderator. So I was just a little bit confused about what 3P's actual position is because it sounded like she was a little bit more than a moderator. And somebody somebody said that, I think it was Keisha. Was it Keisha? I know it was Chalet Panel. Somebody mentioned like, why would you boot Downtime when she was your partner? If the issue was between her and the girl 3P, why wouldn't you just remove 3P and then you and Downtime keep it pushing? Now, I'm not going to say that was the correct way to go about it because if Downtime really was fumbling the ball in a way that she was, right? And there was no real indication as to why, then Downtime probably needed to go because if you are trying to operate a business and people are not on the same page as you, then you have to make an executive decision sometimes to just boom, let them go. Now, YAYA said nobody kicked Downtime off. She left the chats and stuff on her own, and that was kind of that on that. She made that decision on her own. But I still don't get why you felt the need to come on a public platform and clear up to us what happened behind the scenes with y'all. I have not seen Downtime say anything. I have not seen her publicly come anywhere and say nothing about what happened between them. Even YAYA herself said she just been quiet. She hasn't said nothing. So if she ain't said nothing, why did you feel the need to come on here and throw her under the bus? Why is this your character? Like, why is this your characteristic as a friend? Like, why? Y'all watch Sip and Chat, right? A lot of y'all have tuned into Sip and Chat and seen Sip and Chat, and y'all have seen the changes. We had a full panel on Sip and Chat when we first started, and we went from a full panel to it being down to just me and Steph. Have y'all ever seen me come on here one time and talk about what happened between the other panelists on the panel, like throwing them under the bus about anything, regardless if it was something to me to throw them under the bus about or not? That's just not how you conduct yourself as a business person. She definitely threw Downtime under the bus, her and 3P. I'm never going to come on here and say, oh, so-and-so, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So-and-so, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Absolutely not. Like, that's not how you operate a business. It ain't none of y'all business about what happened to the panelists. Now, I may have come on here and said, oh, no, they're around, they're doing fine and they're well, that's but I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to give y'all nothing to speculate off of, regardless if it's something to speculate about or not, because that is not the public's business, what happened behind the scenes with our panel. It don't have nothing to do. Now, it would have been different if Downtime came on here dragging YAYA and dragging 3P and trashing them or something like that, where she actually know without a doubt, shadow of a doubt, that she out here popping her stuff about them. That would be different. But to come on here and make these assumptions that, oh, because somebody said something in the comment section, she obviously talking. You don't know if she said anything to anybody, because that lady could have pulled that out of her behind. She could have, you know how many times I've sat on here and seen people write stuff about different things, and sometimes people be dead on it, like legit hit the nail on the head, like boom, dead on, like bullseye. And I'm like, how the hell they know that? How did they put that together? Like, how did they find that out? Knowing nobody said nothing to nobody, they just speculating in the comments. I've seen people in the comment section in comments speculating and legit just be trying to put one and one together, and they will hit the nail on the head. Like, and I'd be like, bro, how did they come up with that they hit the nail on the head? Whole time nobody said nothing to these people, ever said nothing ever was publicized, but they figured it out. Am I gonna go in the comments and say, oh dang, you got that right? No, I'm not. I'm gonna let them continue to speculate and throw darts. They'll never know, because it ain't their business. So I was very shocked at why she felt the need to come live and publicize their private business. Let me go back and see what y'all wrote. Anybody want to come on the page, on the panel? If y'all do, I'll drop the link. Y'all are more than welcome to come up. We on YouTube, so you could talk a little bit freely, but still, you know, don't do too much or whatever. Let me go see. So Downtime had a problem with 3P because she felt her and Beans, Downtime's my first and good friend, were becoming close, and Downtime didn't like that. It hurt her feelings. That's the latest. Where did you hear that at, Lady Night? Downtime was jealous of 3P and Beans becoming close? Why would she be mad about 3P and Beans becoming close? I mean, if they work together every single day and they in communication because they both have the same job, then they should build a relationship, right? If you on YouTube and you find yourself, you can't comment and YouTube keep kicking you out, is because you have not hit the subscribe bell. Nosy bodies. It's free. Hit the subscribe bell. It won't kick you out and you'll be able to engage. I can't hear YAYA name and not start smelling feet. What? YAYA always claims to be a really good friend. You can't tell though. Now she says she ain't the problem, that she behind the scenes putting out fires. And she always thrown under the bus like she the bad guy. I don't know. I have no idea what 3P stand for. I'm sure somebody is. The empire crumbles, steady crumbling down. The empire crumbles, steady crumbling down. And this dice and we ain't playing around. That popped up on my timeline. I fell out because I'm like, it was just in time. I don't have my other phone with me to play it. Right. No business says, hey, we had to let so-and-so go because they did this and that and the third. Not very business-like. Call HR. Right. I ain't never seen a business come out here and just, not unless a business needed to make a public statement because one of their employees or something did something publicly. But other than that, businesses don't make public announcements and drag their employees, like, or business partners. Like, that's weird. They don't know what a friend is, and I've never heard that name before. Are you saying 3 feet? 3 Peats. P-E-A-T. Hey, Alicia Boo. TEC is live now, saying Downtime will be live tomorrow to address all the rumors about YAYA and all the stuff people are saying. Oh my God. How did I miss that comment? Nikki, thank you. But yes, she says she's not throwing anyone under the bus. Downtime is supposed to come live tomorrow morning to clear up that it wasn't YAYA that made Downtime left. I bet that combo was more like, girl, you need to come live and clear my name. Right, but why? But I was a little confused because Downtime Post said earlier today that she was going to go live on her TikTok tomorrow. So who knows? They were live tonight, but her and Beans are longtime friends, and were live before you came live. Who was live before I came live, Lady Night? Oh, YAYA exposed that Downtime jealousy today. She said Downtime admitted that her and YAYA today. Why is she telling Downtime business? Why is she telling Downtime business? I would be pissed if I was Downtime. I would be. Why are you coming on here telling my business? If I wanted the public to know that I was jealous of somebody, I could have came on here and told the public myself. Why is everything a storyline, bro? That's sad. That's sad, man. It is weird, because why are you jealous of your moderators becoming friends? I don't know. The way they move just weird. Why would you need to like, did y'all run out of stuff to talk about? Did y'all run out of stuff to talk about? Like, is it a skit? Because I'm very confused on why you thought that this was information that you needed to publicize. I don't know. Right. That seems strange. That seems strange to me, but hey, what do I know? But that was pretty much what I wanted to come on here and talk about. Is anybody planning on going to tune into Downtime's TikTok? My stomach gonna be hurting because I'm eating ice cream, and ice cream do not agree with my stomach at all. At all. She said, hell yeah, I'm nosy as hell. I'm dead. This ice cream is spilling all over me. I understood what you meant. I understood what you meant. But that was pretty much the gist of my dialogue tonight. Does anybody follow or familiar with Jessica the Prankster? And her mom, Mama Red? Here, Layla. I'm giving you something through the screen. If you guys had a falling out or a disagreement with your friend who was a business partner, would y'all come live and tell everybody your business? Yeah, I said her and Mama Red. I don't know what to believe. I put up a poll, and on one side where I posted that, they feel like they was Team Jessica saying that Mama Red was wrong. And then I put up a post somewhere else, and everybody was saying like they was on Mama Red's side and said that Jessica was spoiled. What do y'all think about the situation? Based on what I heard and what I know a little bit of, Jessica saying her mom kept all the money and didn't give her half. She never got her full half. She didn't say her mom didn't give her no money. She said she never got her full half. But from my understanding, Jessica drives a Range Rover, and she always was dripped out and stuff. The last thing I had heard about them, because I hadn't been watching it, was when she moved to California for that boy. After Mama Red kind of told her pretty much like, no, you shouldn't do it. And she moved all the way out there for that boy, and they ain't even stay together. They ended up breaking up. I think not even a month after she got there. But how do you know she treated her bad, Layla? Outside of what Jessica said, right? And honestly, what Jessica said sound like Mama Red was being a parent and she didn't like how she was being parented. And like a teenager, she kind of rebelled sometimes. I didn't really hear Jessica say anything bad, for real, for real. She said she felt like she didn't have the freedom to kind of do what she wanted to do or be herself. And I'm like, most teenagers feel that way. Who live under the roof with a parent that actually parents and try to guide and mold them. Most teenagers will feel like my parents was always strict. I couldn't do nothing. Most teenagers feel like that were raised by parents that were active, like proactive in their life. Like real videos, Layla, of them and not skits. I have to go check some of them out. Are they still up? You were saying they wasn't skits, it was like real life interactions with her and the mom. And that's why I was 14 years old running away getting tattoos on my boobs. Oh my gosh. So you saying when she was 15 years old that her mom should have given her half of the money? I'm gonna have to go check it out. Now, we would have to see what they payout actually was, right? Because listen, something that I listened to that Jessica said in her live was, she said she would give me $500, $1,000, $1,500 sometimes. And she said we would make 5 times that amount sometimes. So we took the $1,000, right? And she's saying they made 5 times that. They made $5,000, right? And she's saying they had to pay their management team 30%, right? So that means they had to give the management team $1,500, right? So they had $3,500 left. So if she gave Jessica $1,000, and then the mom kept $2,500, right? So let's say she took $1,000 for herself, she gave $1,000 to Jessica. They had $1,500 left, right? Now, was Jessica taking her money and using it to buy her clothes, put food in the house, and things like that? Or was the money that she gave to Jessica for Jessica to do with it what she wanted? Jessica said on her live that Mama Red tried to teach her, to show her how to manage money and her finances. And she says that in that video that she tried to teach her those things, and that pretty much like she didn't listen. Now, I don't know if she showed her how to open up a bank account, but Jessica herself admitted in that live that she was trying to, teach her things and raise her up the right way. So if we use the $5,000 thing and say she gave her $1,000, after she paid the management, paid Jessica, paid herself, they would have, and if they split it up, it would be $1,500 left, right? And so I'm not saying she should have. I'm not saying that she should have had to pay any bills, right? But if this is their livelihood, and on top of them making money, your profit does not come out until you've paid all of your overhead. And a part of their overhead would have been their roof over their head, their utilities, and food in the house. She was 15 years old at the time. I'm not saying that she was responsible to pay any of that. But when you're bringing in an income, your priorities is paid first, and then what's left over is profit. I didn't even know she had other children. I had no idea she had other children. From my understanding, Jessica was driving a Range Rover. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's what I was reading. So if we're using the $5,000, for example, based off what Jessica said, could it be that the money that Mama Red gave her and told her to use it wisely was her half, was her part out of the money? This is me using Jessica's words. This is me using Jessica's words. And she said sometimes, meaning they didn't always make that kind of money. Sometimes, meaning they didn't always make that kind of money. What am I putting on Jessica? Are you saying that the overhead from out of the money that they made together shouldn't have came out first? You saying the overhead that they made from the show shouldn't have came out first? Because y'all creating content, and in order for y'all to create content, you have to make sure you keep the things that you need to create said content, right? That all becomes a business expense. If we're making content out of this house, if we're making content out of these cars, if we need props, if we need tools, if we need equipment, if we need outfits, if we need clothing, if we have to make a trip, all that stuff comes out of the money that you generating from the business. Like when I my baking business, when I was doing it full time out of my house, my rent was a part of my overhead. So all that stuff came out first, and then what was left over after my overhead, that was the profit. So like, because you made $5,000 and you paid 30% to the management team, that don't mean you have $3,500 left. That means now you have $3,500 left and you need to finish paying the overhead. You too smile through the tears. But what I'm getting from you is the overhead shouldn't have came out of the money they were making. That they should have just split it down the middle. And then whatever was whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all know me. If that lady was burning her out of her money, for real, then that's definitely corny. But based off what Jessica was saying, it sounded like she was being given money. And she burnt through it. And based off what Jessica was saying, it doesn't sound like they were making buku money at all. I dig it, Layla. I guess, I guess that's a different perspective. I don't know. I would actually need to see like something laid out. Because if they saying Jessica, from what I was reading in the comments, like I said, I don't know. They saying Jessica drove a Range Rover and she always had on the fly like super nice stuff. She liked high-end things and stuff like that. It cost to buy that stuff. Was Mama Red supposed to buy that stuff, or was that supposed to come out of Jessica cut? But I don't really know enough. I'm just basing it off what I heard in those 2 clips. And so I'm not really convinced that for real, for who's the one telling the truth. But if I look at the history and what I saw from the few videos I did see, and the things that people are saying in the comments, and then my question would be, if she had no money at all, how did she afford to go move out to California? How did she afford to move out to California like if she had no money? I think Jessica should have helped with stuff. There's nothing wrong with a teenager helping. I told my daughter when she starts working, she has to start buying herself stuff. She's got to learn. Like my son has a summer job. I don't ask or expect him to give me a dime for the house, the food he eats, clothes, or anything. That's my part as his mama. But if he wants something extra, then he has to. But that's not the same thing, Layla. That I understand. He went and got him a summer job. He doing that on his own. He working, that's his coins. But when you and your mom are in a business together, this is your business. This is your work. This is where my income is coming from. This is where your income is coming from. I don't know if Mama Red was working at any point, but if they were both doing content creating as a full-time job, then that kind of changes it. It's not that it's Jessica's responsibility to pay the house mortgage. It is now that this is my sole income. This is your income. You're eating off of this. So this money that's coming into the house, we have to prioritize our needs first, and then what's left over is our profit. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like, say me and my son went into a business together. Say me and my husband went into a business together, right? And we doing this full time. My husband pays for the bills. He pays the mortgage on the house. He pays the bills. He covers car payments. You know, he covers everything. I don't contribute to my household. But if me and him started a business together, when the money came in, before we were to divide up anything as far as profit that's going to go into our pockets down the middle, the overhead will be paid first. Meaning, if we had a mortgage, that will be paid. Utilities will be paid. Whatever we need to continue production for our business will be paid. And then what's left over after that is profit. And then we will split that down the middle. So it's not that I am now responsible for paying a mortgage or paying the utilities. It's that this is our business. And you have to prioritize paying out things that are necessary, that are a priority. That has to be paid, if that makes any sense. It's not that I'm paying it, that I'm responsible for it. No, it's that you have an overhead that you have to cover first in a business, and then what's left over after that is the profit that you split. So if we made $10,000 in a month, that $10,000 is not our profit because we have to first cut out our overhead. And then after we pay our overhead for the month, then what remains from that $10,000, which a lot of times in business you can make $10,000, but then once you pay off everything you need to pay for the month, you might have $4,000, $3,000, $4,000. Then you split that down the middle. I hope that makes sense. maybe say the $1,500 was kept by Mama Red. She could have kept $500 for herself and put $1K back into the show and business. Or absolutely, or she could have been giving Jessica $1,000 versus her giving her $1,700, right? She gave her the $1,000 for her pockets to do with it what she wanted. She kept $700, and then when Jessica came to her for certain things that were not like a need, but more so a want, Mama Red could have took it out that $700 that she kept for her for the month. But this is all speculation because we really don't know. We only know what Jessica said. Or Mama Red could have cut that $700 and she could have just balling out of control, you know, spending the money however she wanted to and burnt Jessica out her coins. I don't know. From what I saw, Jessica was spoiled. She had everything nice and nails and hair always done, etc. So that would have meant that Mama Red took a pay cut compared to Jessica. She might have, or she could have took a pay up. But from what I understand, that wasn't Mama Red's job. She had a real job, right? When you say overhead, though, it's different for a 15-year-old. Like, I understand she should put in on anything that furthers the videos. You still not getting it, Layla. You're still not getting it because you are subtracting the fact that their house is now part of their overhead when that became their business. You ain't really getting what I'm saying because you still like subtracting the two because it all becomes a part of the business. If Mama Red, in fact, was not working, and I don't know if that to be true, right? And we're going into this business full time. I don't know who brung the business venture to who. I don't know if Jessica started it and decided, hey, Mom, we can make some money. I don't know if Mama Red came up with it. I don't know. But once you decide to enter into a business, everything becomes a part of your overhead. Everything becomes a part of your overhead. And it's not that Jessica becomes responsible for that. The business becomes responsible for that. And your profit comes out of what you, after your overhead is paid for. But I don't think we really understand it, like, because I think you still separating the two because you're looking at it like, that's her house. She had that mortgage. That's on her. And it is on her. So she could have chose, this business ain't working out for me because I ain't making enough money from it to cover my overhead. So I can't do it. Because I need to go work a regular 9 to 5 so I can keep this roof over here. Now you could go here and you could make the content on your own and make whatever money you want to make solo dolo. But this right here, this don't work for me because I'm scrounging by trying to keep this roof over our head. It don't work like that in the business. Everything becomes an overhead. Everything becomes an overhead when the business becomes your sole financial thing. But I don't know if that's true or not for them. Right, Layla. And that's what I get. That's what I understand. But that's not how that works in business. Now, I heard Jessica say that I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to make them feel like she needed to learn or to understand what it was like to actually work and what it took to produce money so that she could be grateful. Because Jessica said that they said that I wasn't grateful or she didn't understand. And so that her and the management team came up with something where she would actually work hours, 8 to 5, and she wasn't allowed to be on her phone. And she had to produce a certain amount of videos a day. I did hear her say that. I definitely heard her say that. But that sounds like a, not to say that if she was working and she made 5 or 6 videos a day, then she should have been getting paid Whatever, I don't know what the agreement was for the breakdown for the money. She should have been getting the money for that, but I don't know if she was or she wasn't, because we don't have a real clear understanding of what the agreement was or the breakdown was or what the money actually looked like. Like, that's the part we don't know. I know that Jessica said she felt like she was mistreated and she never got her fair share of the money. And Mama Red said everything that glitter pretty much ain't gold, and that she had somebody in her ear, feet in her stuff, and things like that. So I don't know. I'm gonna see if anything else comes out, and we'll see what happens. But like I said, if Mama Red was burning that girl out her money, she filed for that. She's filed for that. And if Jessica allowed somebody to get in her ear and ruin what they had going on, then that's filed too, because Mama Red also said that pretty much it was a snake in their camp and she cut them off. But Jessica sounds like she's still dealing with whoever that snake is, and she hasn't cut them off, and that's what's in her ear. I don't know. Absolutely, Leila. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up off this and take my behind home. Hey, Catherine. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. If I see any other news from the Jessica Pranksters situation, I will be dropping those videos. I don't know if I'm gonna watch Downtime TikTok, because I don't be on TikTok like that. But if I do, we definitely gonna talk about it. You talking about Jessica, Layla? Yeah, I put it in my clip on YouTube. I inserted a thing. That's like the last video I really saw of her, where Mama Red was trying to tell her, no, don't do it. It's a bad idea. And, you know, people will pretty much say anything. She took her behind out there to California. And that's what I was saying. Where did she get the money to relocate to California if she ain't have no dividends? Went out there to California anyway, because she was in love with that boy. Only for him to break up with her. Probably after they slept together and he got what he wanted. That's what it sounds like to me, because they were only, I think she was there for 2 weeks before they split up. He got some yams. He got them pants. And then it was a rapiana. And then I don't know where Layla ended up going, because she said that she didn't come back home. So I wonder where she ended up moving to. And then that's another question. How is she sustaining herself if she ain't had no money? I see she have like a lip gloss line or something like that. And she's not really active on her Jessica the Pranksters page. They are like recycling old videos and stuff like that. So I know they don't have their management team no more, because that's clear. So I got a lot of questions. How was she sustaining? Was she working a job? Did she go get a job like when she left home? She was supposed to go to college. Like, who paid for college? Did she go to college? Is she in college now? Who was paying for these expenses? How was she sustaining? So I don't know. I got questions. I went on her pages. I really didn't see much to kind of give me no answers about none of that. So I might do a little bit more digging tonight and see what I come across. Wait, do y'all follow the truth? I put up a clip about him. And I didn't know that Brianna met him through a DM. And I didn't know that the truth had helped all them different people under his belt, that he put them on a map. I didn't know that. I didn't know that LaTruth had a page, a YouTube with almost 9 million followers, and that he lost his page and he had to rebuild. I had no clue about that about him. And that a lot of people warned him about Brianna, how she was a gold digger and he ain't listen, and how he would cover up for her and make it seem like she was buying him all this stuff whole time. She wasn't buying him nothing. It was his money because she wasn't working and he was taking care of everything. So if y'all follow, that was interesting. Go catch that clip out, because he did a story time, but he made it seem like he was talking like a reality TV star, but he was talking about himself. No, I ain't never hear that, Layla. Oh yeah, they said he abusive. Him, LaTruth, and Miss LaTruth, Yeah, but that was never found to be it was never confirmed. It was never confirmed. Oh gosh, I was just about to leave. Hold on, y'all. Finding yourself?
Good, good. You okay?
Yeah, I was on live and I was just about to pull out, realizing that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, live
Put you on
Facebook?
mute. Yeah, I was doing. Yeah, I did put y'all on mute because the cop pulled up. I'm at a park at you supposed to leave when before dusk, but I was talking to y'all and lost track of time. So, oh, I think that's the only thing I heard about him. Sorry, the bugs was trying to get me. Can y'all hear me? Sorry. This is the second time. The last time one of my tail lights was out and the guy pulled me over and I was like, my bad. And then just now me sitting by the water talking and eating my food with y'all gets me in trouble. I'm fine though. He just running my license. I guess he's trying to make sure I don't got no history or nothing. These parks I think close at dusk. Once the sun goes down, you're supposed to be going. Which I was about to pull out, but he beat me to it.
I'll give you.
The kids have the best time at the park at night, not so hot. Yeah, I guess not this one. Sometimes we be at the park with my daughter by the playground, and that be fine. But I guess over here, maybe people come over here and do stuff they ain't got no business doing. But he just ran my name and just told me to get out. He said next time I'm here, he said if I see anything crazy, I need to report it. I said report it. I ain't report it. Let me see. Not me and my wife trying to scum through all the social media links to jump on your lives to show support. I'm going to need you to do Facebook sometimes, girl. I start off on Facebook all the time. And it ain't no reason for y'all to jump through nothing. I'm at the same place a time. YouTube, the Pruitt family. I start off on both Facebook and YouTube, and then I clip it from. If you ever see like a little short live on Facebook, then you know I'm on YouTube. Not the popo telling you to be a snitch. It was. But he was cool. He said, we on live? He said, am I on live? Can they see me? I said, no, I put you on mute. He said people be back here. He said people be back here doing drugs. And so that's probably why. I said, well, I don't do no drugs. He said, oh, you sneezing. I said, yeah, my nose is stuffy. But I don't do no drugs. He said, you ain't in Philly no more. I said, how you know I was from Philly? I guess your old addresses, I guess, pop up in the system when they put your name in. He's crazy though. I'm gonna take myself in a goddamn house. See, that's why I'll be outside, because it's always something. All I was doing a little live, sitting by the water with my folks. And here come the popo in my business. But I should have been pulled off. I was starting to pull off. I kept trying to get off. Like, all right, y'all, and then I stayed on. But it is what it is. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm about to pull up to my house. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night, y'all. And y'all know how we gonna end this thing. Y'all know how we gonna end it.
Nice. The tea is coming soon. We got the tea here at home or on the move. On the move. But you gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. Summer's room. The tea is coming soon. We got the tea here at home or on the move. On the move. But you gotta stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. Summer's room.
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Bye, y'all. Love y'all.